Lori here. I'm here today to do the top 15 reads that I got from BEA. I'm also going to be doing a top 15 reads that I got from BookCon, but these are just the books that I'm most excited for to dive into. I'm in the middle bit of a contemporary kick, so I don't know when I'm going to dive into all of these reads, but I am really excited about them, and they were most of the books that I went there looking for. So yeah, let's get into it. The first book that I'm really excited to dive into is Hope Project Middle School by Alyssa Milano. And this is a book, I'm just going to read you guys the back of it because I think that it sums it up really, really quickly. But I actually was able to meet Alyssa Milano. She was lovely. It says, meet Hope Roberts. She's an 11-year-old girl. She loves her rescue dogs, her Galaxy Girl comic books, and science. Hope believes it's always a good day to champion a cause, defend an underdog, and stand up for her friends. But most of all, she believes in dreaming big. But though Hope seems super strong on the outside, there's another side of her too. She's just a regular girl trying to survive middle school. So that sounds really intriguing. This book comes out in October. And yeah, I work with I work with middle school kids. So I think that this book might maybe make an impact on them. And once I read it, I'll be sure to pass it on to them in the fall. This is the only book on this list that I've actually finished, but it's Race to the Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. This book is I think it's like the 7th or 8th book in the Write and Present series, and this book focuses on indigenous mythology, and she discovers she's a moon slayer, and it's a girl lead. I know that Arusha Shah has a girl lead, and I know that Percy Jackson sometimes has a girl lead or girl characters, but this book is totally told from a girl perspective. There is like a trio of characters, but she's the only main point of view character that you have. And in the author's note, Rick Riordan felt that this was a really important story to share because Piper, who is a lead in the Heroes of Olympus series, was always plotted. Like, he loved having her, but he didn't feel like he could write a main character like that. So that's why Rebecca Roanhorse came to the stage. But I really, really love this book. I thought it was such a fast-paced adventure. I love the quest elements. I love the trio of characters, and I really, really liked it. And there's no surprise that this was my first physical read from BEA and BookCon. And for you guys, it comes out in October. The next book that I'm super excited to share with you guys is The Gray Shear by Kim Liggett. And this book is from Tor. I actually got to meet Kim Liggett as well. And if I'm correct, I don't know if there's like a summary in it, but I feel like this book is kind of like a young adult version of like The Handmaid's Tale. It's kind of how it was pitched to me. But yeah, I really hope that I enjoy it. I've met Kim Liggett a lot, and just on the back, it's Magic or Madness. And yeah, it sounds really interesting, and this book comes out in September. This cover is so pretty as well. Another book that I was super excited to receive a copy of was Cursed by Frank Miller and Thomas Wheeler. And this book does come out in October, and it will soon be a Netflix series, which I love Netflix. And it says, whoever wields the sword of power shall be the one true king. But what if the sword has chosen a queen? What if the Lady of the Lake was destined to unite her people? So yeah, I love gender-bent versions of the stories. Oh, this book does have really, really nice illustrations. I never noticed that before. But yeah, this book comes out in October, and I'm really hopeful that I enjoy it when it comes out. This cover is so pretty too. Another book that I was super excited about is from Scholastic, and it's Tarnish the Stars by Rosie Thor. And this is a book that just sounds interesting. Anna's secret beats inside her chest. She has a mechanical heart, but I guess that's rare in her society. Anna is the technician, an outlaw who provides illegal medical technology to the sick and injured. Her disregard for the commissioner's terrors has left Anna with a warrant on her head. Nathaniel, her newest patient, has secrets of his own. He's the commissioner's son, and he's determined to prove his worth by capturing the elusive technician. Their game of cat and mouse takes an abrupt turn when Eliza, a skilled assassin and spy, arrives. Her mission is to learn whatever secrets the commissioner is hiding. The more she discovers and the closer she and Anna become, the more there's questions where her true allegiances lie. When the Uneasy Alliance uncovers the most dangerous secret of all, they must work together to end a deadly epidemic before the commissioner ends them first. This book comes in October. This sounds so interesting. I really think that this might be one of my next reads, but I love books set in like space. I'm reading a space book right now, So this might be a nice tie-in to what I'm reading currently. The next book that I was super excited about, and I hope that it lives up to my expectations, is Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh, and this is a vampire novel set in the 1872. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know I have really mixed feelings about vampire novels. I really hated Twilight, like despised it, but I really love Vampire Academy, and I love what Cassandra Clare did with vampires. So I'm hopeful that this book will be like a new, just keep me loving vampires. But it's set in the 1872. It's set in New Orleans. It sounds really cool, and I just hope that I like it. And this book comes out in October. I'm also was really excited to get a copy of Rise by Elaine Goodett, and this is the sequel to Rule. And this was like a perfect mix between Three Dark Crowns and Pretty Little Liars. This is one of the few books that I got from BEA from Hachette and Novel, so I'm really hopeful that I like it, and this does come out in June, so it's probably like going to be out very, very soon. But I remember I read Rule last year, and I really liked it, so I'm excited to dive into this read as well. Another book that I was super excited to get was Tiger Queen by Annie Sullivan. I do have Touch of Gold on my shelf that I still have not read, but she did wind up signing it to me. And just the cover, I think, says it. Sand in Her Veins, Blood on Her Sword, A Kingdom in the Balance. And this book does come out in September, on September 10th. So I will probably wind up reading this summer. Another book that I was super excited about that I got a display copy from Epic was Serpent Dove by Shelby Meadowthorn. And this book, I will just read the back for you because it's kind of a quick summary. It's bound as to love, honor, or burn. Magic is hunted and witches are burned and bent on revenge. Louise Lee Black gave up her magic when she escaped her coven and fled to Caesarea, a city patrolled by huntsmen who lived by one creed: thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. But after she tricks one of the city's witch hunters into a public scandal, the two are forced into an impossible union, holy matrimony. Lou knows a union like that can be the only end with a stake in a match, and love makes fools of us all. And this comes out in September. This was like the most highly anticipated book at BookCon, so I was happy to get snag an early copy. I was really excited for Rage by Cora Carmack. I actually got to meet her again. This book has been like 2 years in the making. I loved Roar. I really hope that I love Rage. And this book comes out in August. And this book also has to do with like storm magic. I actually have a hardback copy up there. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this one, and I hope that I like it. I'm also was very happy to finally meet Ashley Elson again. And this is her first like pure contemporary novel. She normally writes books that have like a contemporary twist or like a thriller twist. But this is Tresor Family to make the holidays even more awkward. So I think that this is like a holiday themed book that is set around Christmas. I think it's mistletoe, but this comes out in October. So I don't know. I may read it over the summer and I may save it for right around Christmas time. We will see, but I really am excited to read it. It sounds really, really cute. I also wound up picking up a copy of The Beast, which is the sequel to The Dark Deep by Ali Kandi and Brandon Reich. I really love The Dark Deep. I thought it was so, so fun. This book comes out October 1st. And it says, something ancient has awakened. Beneath the fog of Still Cove lurks something more chilling than the dark deep. You can read your thoughts, know your darkest secrets, and the voice inside your head says, come and see what I have for you. But I really did like The Dark Deep, and I'm hopeful that this book will have the same feelings, and it's right in time for Halloween. This book is the latest book that I actually got, and it's Wicked As You Wish by Rin Chopra, the author of the Bone Magic series. This book comes out in March 2020. It's probably like my latest read, but I definitely don't want to wait that long. It's an unforgettable alternative history fairy tale series from the author of the Bone Witch trilogy about found family, modern day magic, and finding your place you belong. And it's called Wicked As You Wish. The last two books I'm going to chat about in this video are both from Bloomsbury, and one is The Map from Here to There by Emily Lord. This comes out January 7th. I definitely won't be reading that long. I'll probably be reading it very, very soon because it's a contemporary, and I love to read contemporary books over the summer. And this book is acclaimed author Emily Lord crafts a gorgeous story of friendship, identity, daring to ask what happens after happily ever after. And I love books that tackle that, because normally books end and you're like, oh my god, that's so nice. But my next question is what happens next? So this book is probably right up my alley, and I'm so excited to dive into it. And the last book I'm going to chat about in this video is no surprise to anyone, and it's A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kimmerer. This is the sequel to A Curse So Dark and Lonely. And I think that this follows, Gray. I think Gray might be the character in this book that it does follow, so I'm really excited to read this. And this comes out January. I definitely won't wait that long to read it, though. So let me know in the comments what books are you most excited to see me review on my channel, or what books you're excited to read when they come out this fall or this summer. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later for another video. Bye.